The following is a paid program by Pitt Community College. Welcome to Education on Call, the program that gives you free information about new career opportunities from Pitt Community College. Now here's your host, Mike Weeks. Thank you so much for joining us for this latest edition of Education on Call. Over the next half hour, we'll be answering a lot of questions you may have about career opportunities that result in high-paying jobs. Now, whether you've recently lost a job due to a plant or business closure, or perhaps you went to work right out of high school, you've been working several years now and you want to train for a new, higher-paying career, or if you're a high school student, or perhaps the parent of a high school student looking for college opportunities, you'll want to stay tuned. Now, if any time during this program you would like to request more information about the college or a program or a topic that we've presented, and you'd like to contact one of our guests, all you have to do is text the word PITTCC, P-I-T-T-C-C, to 51555. That's PITTCC, P-I-T-T-C-C, to 51555. And someone will get back to you within 2 business days. Now I'd like to introduce our special guests on today's program. I want you to meet Dr. Lawerence Rouse. He is the president of Pitt Community College. And Jerry Jones, he's the director of business and industry services at the college. Gentlemen, thank you for joining us.
Thank you.
Dr. Rouse, I want to start with you. For people watching that may not be familiar, let's tell people a little bit about Pitt Community College.
Certainly. Delighted to be here today, and just wanted to say that Pitt Community College is the 6th largest community college out of 58 in our community college system. But more than that, we offer comprehensive programs for just about any career or any job that individuals would like to pursue. We offer programs for students who are in high school. We offer programs that will allow those who are fresh out of high school to come into the college and pursue the career that they would like. Even those who have not obtained a high school diploma as of yet, we have programs that will help you to get that high school diploma, as well as many certificate, diploma, and degrees. We offer over 60 programs at the institution. So we have something for everybody, including those who are already in the workforce and like to come back and be retrained. Those who are in a job that they're not making as much as they would like to, they can come to our college and get workforce training to help them move up in their career fields. So we have a little something for everybody at the college, and I'm very proud of that. And certainly we're now beginning to offer what we call the short-term workforce training, where you can train very quickly for a good paying job.
Dr. Rouse, I think it's interesting, and I want you to share with people, what's the average age of a student at Pitt Community College?
The average age for a student is 26 years old, which is not your traditional age for college students, but we look at students who come from all walks of life, not just high school, but also those who are a little bit older. So it makes our average age right at 26 years old.
So we have students that come right out of high school, but if the average is 26, obviously people come back and train for new careers and other opportunities, and we're going to talk about that today. Our topic today with different guests is about the continuing education program here at Pitt Community College, and many, many things that people are going to want to stay tuned for. Very interesting, and you offer so many things. We also have Jerry Jones with us, and you're with Business and Industry Services and Development, the part of continuing education. Tell us about the areas that you work with that people were going to want to know about today.
Okay. The area that I work with is a National Career Readiness Certificate. This is an assessment, if you would, that individuals can take. And what it does, it identifies their work readiness. We have a lot of success with that. A lot of local industries are interested in what are you bringing to the table? What are you able to do for them? And it helps reduce that, if you would, hiring process. In addition to that, we also do our human resource development training, which is a number of classes from resume writing, preparing you for interviews, to specialized training as it relates to the Department of Social Services. We also do our customized training program, where we partner with the local industry and businesses within Pitt County, and we identify their training needs to determine what they need, provide that for them, and usually that's at no cost to them because of funding.
Now, Jerry, I think that's interesting. Not only do we train students, but we work with business and industry. And Dr. Rouse, that's an important part of the role that you play too. You work directly with business leaders in the community, and not only do we have programs for that help those industries, we also design programs.
Certainly. That's one of the great things about community college, that we're responsive to the local workforce needs, and we don't presume to know everything that the workforce needs out there. So we partner with our employers to ask them what is the need within that workforce, and then we custom design courses to help either their current workforce, or if they're looking to expand their workforce, we certainly would train for that as well. So we are partnering with all the industries and business to make sure that what we deliver to them is what they need. And of course now it is it's a high employment, low unemployment, so employers are really looking for employees to come to work with the skills that they need, and we certainly want to give those the prerequisite skills that they need.
Well, we're going to talk some more about that, but we want to remind you that anytime during the program today, if you'd like more information, all you have to do is text PITT-CC to 51555. That's PITTCC to 51555. And I know you're going to want to stay tuned. We have more guests coming on, and they're going to talk about Project Skill Up, as well as some short-term training opportunities for jobs that are available now. So please stay tuned. Dr. Rouse, thank you for joining us. Jerry, you're going to stay with us, and we're going to learn more about the continuing education programs and all the great things at Pitt Community College. You're watching Education on Call. Welcome back to Education on Call, and joining us on the set we have Zack Cleghorn. Zack, I'm almost not going to say that right. He's the Industrial Coordinator for Project Skill Up, and Jerry Jones is back with us. Thank you so much, gentlemen. We want to find out about Project Skill Up. What is Project Skill Up?
So, Mike, Pitt Community College educates and empowers people for success, and we pride ourselves on the relationship we've developed with business industries in Pitt County, North Carolina. And one of those big programs that started because of the collaboration with business and industry is a program called Project Skill Up. And so what Project Skill Up is a credential-based learning program, and these individuals are getting credentials to add to their resume, and these skills that they're going to learn, and the skills that they're going to learn and the credentials they're going to attain from this program will help promote them into a job.
Okay, so some of those things that we hear are a National Readiness Certificate. That's one of the opportunities underneath National Skill Up. Okay, yeah. Tell us about that and the others.
So the National Career Readiness Certificate is a portable credential that lets employers know that individuals have the capability or skills for workplace success. It's one of the components that a lot of our industries in North Carolina, Pitt County, North Carolina, are looking at for possible employee candidates.
So they know that they are ready to go to work.
Yes, sir.
Yeah, as opposed to, well, what do you know?
Yes, sir.
So that's good. And if people are interested in the certificates or other information, they can contact you. And I want to make sure that I tell everyone, anytime during the program, if you have a question for Zack or for Jerry or anything about the program, all you need to do is text PITT-CC to 51555. Again, text the words PITTCC to 51555, and someone will be back to you within 2 business days. Zack, tell us more about Project Skill Up. It's about improving the skills of workers.
Yes, sir.
So they can go to work.
Yes, sir.
That's good.
That's what we're looking at, and you know, the whole point of this program is adding credentials to a person's resume. And some of these courses that they're going to earn credentials is a Lean Six Sigma Yellow Belt. And so this is a workplace teamwork collaboration to reduce cost in an organization and reduce quality errors in the industry. The next thing we have is General Industry OSHA 10. And what General Industry OSHA 10 is a course, certification course that gives people a baseline in safety. Students that participate in it learn about the Occupational Safety and Health Administration regulations.
That's what OSHA stands
Yes,
for.
sir.
Right?
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. And we also go over and cover the best safety practices in the industry.
Okay, and Jerry, I want you to tell us a little bit there now. OSHA, they oversee workplaces in all businesses and industries.
Correct.
Very important, and they have a strict set of guidelines. Correct. So in continuing education and Project Skill Up, you guys provide the training and knowledge to help these students be prepared for that.
Absolutely. I mean, it's a great benefit to any organization that's looking to hire someone because they're coming in with a mindset of safety, and safety is paramount. I mean, production is important, we know, but without safety in its place, then it just messes everything up.
And when you drive into manufacturing or other facilities, they proudly have a sign, we've gone so many days or so many hours without an accident. So it's really in the front of people's minds, and having this training, if you are a candidate or an applicant, gives you a great benefit.
Yes, sir.
Absolutely.
So if students are interested in these programs, Zach, what do they need to do? If someone's out there that says, gosh, I want to go to work, but I really don't have any credentials, what do you suggest?
Well, I suggest you come on down to our continuing education division of Pitt Community College, and we'll give you all the information you need. We develop a close relationship with business and industries here in Pitt County, and going through that is we help fulfill a promise to our industry partners by educating and developing a workforce, a talented workforce pipeline for their industries.
And the employers are scrambling for good employees.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Zach, you were telling me an interesting story about one of your students. I want you to share that with people watching today.
So this is probably one of my favorite stories from working here at Pitt Community College. Is we had this individual that had started at the Project Skill Up. And at the conclusion of the course, well, let me back up a little bit. The individual, before he registered, he was staying at the local shelter with his family and his 4-year-old daughter.
He was down and out.
Yes, sir,
Yeah.
he was. And he came to us and told us about his story, and we helped guide him through this process. And at the conclusion of the course, he came back, I think it was, 2-3 weeks later, Jerry?
3 weeks.
Yeah. He came back and he had his truck loaded down with all kinds of furniture, and he came in and he said, guys, I just got my job and we're moving out of the shelter and we're moving into an apartment. And that was honestly the coolest thing in the world.
Yeah, that's great. We want to emphasize that the Continuing Education Department here at Pitt Community College is for people from all walks of life. We've just heard a great story about someone that was down and out and through the training helped to get a job. But you also have not only certificates and things, but you have short-term training. And we're going to talk more about that in the next segment. But we want everyone to know that continuing education has so many facets. And if any time during the program that you would like to know about that, whether it is Project Skill Up with a National Readiness Certificate or other, the OSHA training, other things that are there, or if you're interested in short-term education, short-term trades, all you need to do is text Pitt CC to 51555. Again, on your phone, text Pitt CC to 51555. Jerry, talk a little bit about students and where they come from. We're in Pitt County, but actually we have students, I believe, from 92 counties attending the college.
Well, absolutely. I think what puts it in perspective, if you think about any industry that's in Pitt County, you don't just have residents that live there, being employed, but they come from, miles around. And that's true as it relates to getting their education and the opportunities that are available at Pitt Community College. Whether you're unemployed, underemployed, whether you are looking to advance your career, whether you're looking to just have personal enrichment, we have a training program, short-term training program that's available for you.
And I think it's important that we tell people not only do we have classes on weekends and evenings, we have classes online. And so there are lots of opportunities. We have a lot of people enrolled in continuing education and other courses that have jobs, they work, they have families, and they're looking to skill up. And Pitt Community College is a great helper, whether you're looking for a job or you're a business. So many opportunities, and we can't cover all the facets of continuing education. Zack, in the Skill Up program, what are the areas that you feel people benefit the most from?
I believe that the people benefit the most from these credentials.
Okay.
And also, sometimes we have individuals that come to this program that have not ever experienced the higher education, right? And so we kind of get them in there and encourage them. I mean, we've had several students that have gone to Project Skill Up that have actually enrolled in the community college classes, curriculum classes.
Yep.
And so, our job here is we want to impact and help people fulfill their lives.
Good.
Mike, if I can add, I would just like to also say that often what happens is that individuals are hired for their technical skills, but oftentimes they are released because of their lack of soft skills. So in Project Skill Up, one of the wonderful things that we have put into that program is something called Working Smart, which is a focus on soft skills to introduce and to develop individuals in that so that they can be good communicators, team players, and there are a host of other areas that, we all just need to be developed in.
I'm sure people watching have lots of questions that we aren't going to have time to answer here on the program today. So text Pitt CC to 51555. Pitt CC to 51555. And on our next segment, we're going to talk about some short-term training opportunities with some jobs and employers that are looking to hire you right away. You're watching Education on Call. Welcome back to Education on Call, and we're pleased to have joining us the coordinator for the Construction Trades Program, Gail Nichols. Gail, welcome.
Thank you.
We want to hear all about the different offerings in the Construction Trades programs.
Well, Mike, probably all of us know that the baby boomers are of the retiring age.
Yes.
And those that are the baby boomers are the ones that hold the trades and the skills. So we need to do a good job of training new people to take over those positions.
So our electricians, our plumbers, people that are wiring houses, people that are doing that type of work, they're going to retire and there's not enough people to replace them.
Absolutely. The employers around the area have told us that if we can train them, that they will hire them.
Wow.
And that's what we're trying to do.
So tell us about some of these short-term weekend classes that people watching may be interested in.
Well, one of them is our basic electrical wiring class. That's a 48-hour class. It's $130.55, so it's very affordable. It's meeting on Saturdays from 8 to 4:30, so that if anyone is trying to work or go to school, they can do both and still take this class with us.
Now, these classes, you also, some of them, offer in both English and Spanish.
Yes, the Hispanic population is one of the fastest growing populations in the area, and we don't want the language to be a barrier for those people that are trying to better themselves to take these trade classes. So we are offering all of our trade classes in English and in Spanish.
Another area that there just aren't enough people for the jobs are technicians for heating and air conditioning systems.
Yes, I can't tell you how many requests we get from employers all the time. As a matter of fact, we teamed up with some of the employers to find out exactly what the skills were, what are the things that they are looking for, so that when they have a trained person that they can go to work immediately. So that's what we do. Our HVAC class, which is heating and air conditioning, is also a 48-hour class. It too meets on Saturdays from 8 to 4:30, and it too is $130.55, which is very affordable. However, if that is a hardship for anyone, we also have tuition assistance. So if there's someone that is having a problem making that tuition payment, if they can come into the continuing education office, fill out the paperwork, and then go through the process, we'll see if they can qualify for that assistance.
Gail, I can feel the questions coming in. Lots of people that are watching that want to know about these programs and others. And anytime during the program, if you would like to ask a question, you'd like to ask Gail a question, perhaps meet with them, come take a tour, we'd love for you to do that. Text Pitt CC to 51555. That's Pitt CC to 51555, and someone will get back to you within 2 business days. Gail, another area where people are aging out, getting ready to retire, are something we need very much: plumbers.
Yes, sir. We have not started the plumbing program as of yet, but yes, it is very much needed, and that is on the one of the top of the list as far as what our next programs will be. We're looking for someone to teach it and somewhere to have the class.
Oh my gosh. Now, I saw something recently about another program you're doing. You know, people don't realize that shopping practices are changing. People are buying more things online, and that means more deliveries. That's creating a huge demand for truck drivers. How can the Continuing Education Department help with that?
Well, we're teaming up with a CDL program.
Okay, now CDL is?
As a commercial driver's license.
Great, and a truck driver needs a CDL.
A truck driver must have a CDL.
Right.
And we have partnered with TransTech, and they have been very successful in their schools in the western part of the state. And they realize that there's not one the way that we think it needs to be run in the eastern part of the state. So hopefully next month or in the next couple of weeks, we'll be starting our CDL program. It'll be 4 weeks long, and it'll be 8 to 4:30 most days, and then we'll have 11 to 9 o'clock so that you get the nighttime driving in too.
Most people don't think about the fact that with all the online shopping, we need more delivery trucks.
That's right.
And more semis out there bringing things in. And the continuing education program is helping. Gail, you were sharing with me too a great story about a student in your program. Let's tell people that are watching today about that.
Well, when we train our students, they can go out and start making anywhere from $13 to $20 an hour. And one of the fellows came up to me and said that this would be the first time he could ever remember being able to have a real Christmas, in other words, to be able to buy for his family. And he was ecstatic about it.
Wow.
And that makes you feel really good. But my favorite story is one about Eric. He came through our barber program, which is also one of our short-term training programs, and was a good, successful barber. But he had a younger brother that was coming along that was going down a path that Eric knew a little too well. Eric, unfortunately, was incarcerated and had 2 felonies, and he did not want his brother to go through what he had gone through. So when his brother came up and said that there was an electrical program coming up at Pitt Community College, his brother said, "I definitely think you need to do that. That would be a great thing for you to do." And he said, "But I'm not going to do it by myself." So Eric said, well, if I'm going on Saturdays, that means I'm going to be leaving the barber shop and I'm going to be going to class with you, but okay, it's worth it. Well, long story short, Eric was caught by the electrical bug, and he decided that it was fascinating and interesting, and he just was delighted with it. He was hired, and his first job was in New Jersey. He met some other electrical contractors, and he is leaving the end of this month to go to Africa for 6 months to be an electrician helper there, and he's also going to cut hair on the side and share the gospel. That's a story you just can't make up.
Gail, I also want you to talk for just a minute about the fact that if you're a business owner or a division manager within a industrial area, that if you need training, you can come to Pitt Community College and you can design a program that will train their workers. What do people need to do that might be interested in coming to you on that basis?
We would be glad to do that. That's a little more in Jerry's area as far as if it's more than 25 employees.
Yes.
But if it's less than 25 employees, then they just need to come to us and tell us what they need. An example of that is the refrigeration certification.
Yeah.
We've had some of the heating and air conditioning people tell us that they need that certification for their employees, and so we're putting a program together for them. So just come to us and tell us what you need, and we'll try to make it happen. Between the two of us, I think we can make it happen.
And Jerry, that's more your area, but I think it's important that we remind people that people that already have jobs that need to be certified, you know, professionally you need a certification from time to time.
Absolutely.
Or you want to improve your skill level from being a nursing assistant to become a nurse or something, those come under your division. Tell us about that.
Well, again, we're continuing education, and so we have an array of programs that are less than 2 years, that are, some are specialized, such as the nursing assistant program, as some are within law enforcement, some are emergency services programs, some are healthcare.
And I hate to cut you off, but we're running out of time, and I'm going to encourage people to text Pitt CC to 51555 to ask either Gail or Jerry those questions if you would like to find out more. It's been so interesting, and I'm sorry that we're running out of time because there's so many opportunities. The short-term training, classes in both English and Spanish, 2-year certificates. Pitt Community College offers a lot of different things. I want to thank my guest today, Jerry Jones. It's been great. Gail Nichols. You've shared so many great stories with us and so many opportunities. And we want you to join us again for another edition of Education on Call.